He just said at the end of his report there that 2 of them know someone or a family member who has dealt with sexual assault. That's astonishing to me.
Well, jury selection is quite an art, I guess that's the way you put it, or a science. And Mark Calzaretta, is that right?
That's correct.
I got it right.
You got it right.
Executive Vice President of Litigation Consulting from Magna Legal Services. So could I call you an expert in jury selection?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I am. I'm a jury
And that's a
consultant.
specific thing that people like you do.
Correct. Yep. It's what I do. I only am involved in litigation, big trials, sort of bet the company or cases, high-profile cases like this.
So then you can help explain then to the people, because I feel like people home are probably wondering this too. If this is a sexual assault case, why would prosecution and defense agree on having people on the jury who have family members or someone close to them who's dealt with sexual assault?
So, I mean, it's a strategic decision that both sides are making. I think the challenge here with this case is it's such a high-profile case, right? You just talked about it. When they brought in 100 people, right? Normally they're going to bring in 100, maybe 150 people for a trial like this. Before they even brought these people in, they sent out questionnaires to almost 3,000 people to try to cull down. Everybody knows about this case. So to try to find people that could sit, right, because they're picking people that are then going to have to move more than 300 miles. They need to be sequestered for 3 weeks. It's a significant hardship for anybody. You've got to find 12 people, so it's not going to be perfect.
Well, if 2 out of the 5 have had sexual assault, some kind of history with a family member in their life, is that better for Cosby's side or the other side?
Well, you would think that they would be more sympathetic potentially towards the prosecution or towards the victim, of course. So, one of the things is the judge will ask, it's for a hardship challenge, right? There's 2 types of challenges. Preemptive, where the sides get to choose. They get 7 of those. And then there's hardships, where they can petition the court to say, we think this person is biased or is unsuitable for this jury, and they'll be moved for what's called cause. So these jurors passed that for cause challenge with the judge and said, look, even though we have had this in our past, we can be unbiased, we can be fair, we will judge this case, without that coloring our opinion, and they agreed to it.
And also, we have 3 men and 2 women. They are all white. Your thoughts on that? Because when we were talking about this yesterday, a lot of experts are saying, no, you might want some African Americans on there. So to hear that they're all white so far, what do you think about it?
Well, they're not done, obviously, and they moved to Allegheny County because of the diversity, because it's a much more diverse community than Montgomery County to start with. So,
but not by much.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we were told it was like 80% white.
80% of Allegheny
But the
County.
backgrounds, their backgrounds, as far as it's less conservative of a venue, and their backgrounds in the people and in the population, there's more diversity. What do I think of that? I think that that's sort of where they are right now. I know that they had some potential candidates that were African American and they were removed, partially for cause and also because the prosecutor removed one with a preemptory challenge.
Hey, after they get all 7 of them, and the 6 alternates and all that, or 12 of them, they got 7 more to go. Will they find people exactly like them and practice the trial? What is a shadow jury?
Yeah, so shadow juries are interesting, and I don't go into monitor a trial without one for my clients. And what I would do is I would literally mirror the actual jury. So these 3, the 5 people that were picked, I will find surrogates that match them.
You're going to find 3 white guys and 2 white women.
But more importantly than that, with the same characteristics, the same background, the same exact profile.
And practice.
And they will come to court every single day.
Wow.
And I will sit in the courtroom. They don't know who they're working for.
That's wild.
And I will interview them on breaks. I will then interview them at night. And then I will go back with the team and we will structure and retool our case every single day based on that feedback so that we are targeted and that we're having the maximum impact at that trial. So that we know what the outcome is going to be. And that's what it's the tool that it's used for. And beforehand, these guys, there is no way that they were not testing this case ahead of time. He's affluent, he has the money to do it, and they want to know, a change of venue. Why did they go to Allegheny County? Probably because they found out, they looked at the 2 venues and studied them and figured out that one was better than the other.
I'll be darned. Good to see you. We'll have you back.
Thank you. We
appreciate it.
Were you ever a Secret Service agent? You look with this thing in your ears. Doesn't he look like a Secret Service agent?
I'll take that. That's tough. So
That
I'm
is
good
tough.
with that. Yeah.
And of course, like I said, we're watching for Cosby and his arrival. We'll make sure to show that to you once he gets
Yeah,
there.
we'll punch up that camera the minute we see him.